So I'm here in beautiful, very, very sunny and hot Los Angeles, where we're at E3, and I ran right to go play Smash Brothers, and I'm going to tell you everything that I thought about it in my brief time with it, and I am very, very pleased. So previously we didn't know much, but in today's Nintendo Direct we learned a lot more. For example, we now know that it is a new game. It just looks just like Smash 4, just, you know, more upgraded. The visuals look pretty much identical, even though every single character model has been upgraded. All of the levels are new or upgraded versions of old ones. So this is a new game, no question about it. And we have 60 plus characters who are going to be in it. Unfortunately, the E3 build only had a couple. 31. Actually, that's not a couple at all. But I mean, compared to 60 plus, that is a couple. We're getting every single character that has ever been in a Smash Brothers game, including Snake, and including the Ice Climbers. They finally listened to fans and made it so that certain characters have alternate versions that they're calling echoes. So Daisy's in the game, and so is Peach, but Daisy's just an echo version of Peach because they have the same movesets and they're basically the same character. It's just kind of like a skin. It's unclear how to get to these echo versions. That's why these people weren't in the E3 build. It also looks like Dr. Mario is a skin and not an echo version, which is weird because previously he was a completely different character. And Sheik is also a completely different character from Zelda, and Zelda is the Zelda from A Link Between Worlds. No, not that Zelda. That's a different Zelda you're thinking of. That's Zelda the boy that you're thinking of, who is, of course, the Breath of the Wild Zelda. And you know what? Dan has more to say about that.
The new Link feels just like Link from Wii U, except the remote bombs are weird.
As for new characters that we know of, there's only Ridley and the Inkling. Those are the only two brand new characters to the series, which is a little disappointing. And this key art looks pretty final. I mean, maybe they could add more characters, but I'm sure they could add more characters. We got a long way to go. The game's not coming out till December 9th. Snake is back for sure. Star Wulff is back. Those two haven't been in there for a while. Supposedly we're getting everybody, so if there's anybody you haven't seen yet, we'll get them eventually. Dark Pit, Lucina, and Daisy are confirmed Echo Fighters. Dr. Mario looks like he's a skin and not an Echo Fighter. I'll tell you what though, I'm all about this Mario Maker skin. I'm not about how there's no new Mario Maker game coming out. They didn't announce that today, but I am all, you know, little baby, small victories. Baby victories. Another cool new addition to the series is this little icon that comes up to show you where you are, or where all of the characters are, in relation to the KO wall. So you have a little box that shows you what you see on screen. So the basically think of what the camera sees, the visual box. And then there's a box outside of that box to show you where the KO wall is. If you hit that wall, you get KO'd immediately. Previously, in other games, we kind of had to guess. It was a little easy to guess, but this takes all of the guesswork out. You know exactly where you have to be so that you don't die. Also, a little nod to Bomberman being an assist trophy. It's a shame he's not in the game. And I don't think there's any way that they're going to add him now because he's an assist trophy. So he's like, basically, this is them saying he's not coming in the game. So I got to play 4 rounds. I think they were like 2 minutes each. Today, I played the for fun mode, so it was with items and stuff. Tomorrow, I'll be playing for glory. First round, I picked the Inkling. Second round, I picked Mario in his Mario Maker outfit, of course. Third round, I picked Snake. And fourth round, I picked Ridley. The Inkling it was very hard to figure out how the Inkling played because it was for fun mode, so there's just items being thrown everywhere. You don't have like a lot of time to I was trying to get into a corner and figure out the mechanics of the character, but I was just getting obliterated. But it felt at home. It's a cool character. I don't know if it'll be one that like a lot of top tier players play. It's definitely something that needed to be in the game. I think I need a lot more time with it to figure out how it works. I definitely had fun, but let's get on to, I mean, Mario's Mario. He felt exactly like Mario. His down B is still the Flood. It's not Cappy, and I'm a little disappointed that Cappy was nowhere to be found. So Mario pretty much feels exactly like he did in Smash 4. Snake still sucks. I never liked Snake. He feels like a completely different character. It feels like he's not a Smash Brothers character at all. He controls completely differently. Some of his moveset is cool. You got the stinger. Your up B is like you like float on this little like drone thing. He's not sluggish at all in this one. He's actually pretty fast. It's just that, you know, all of his moves, they're not Smash Brothers moves. He pulls out guns and stuff. It's very bizarre. So he feels better than he did in Brawl, but he's still not exactly like, it's still weird. It's weird. And Ridley is a powerhouse. Very, very strong and actually pretty fast. Got my McDouble in there?
Yeah, it's in there.
All right, good. All of Ridley's moves are fantastic. He doesn't, it's a he, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't fly very well, so don't expect that to be overpowered. He's overpowered in every other way, though. He has a very long reach. For some parts of the match, I sat in a corner and just shot fireballs out. His side smashes are like insanely powerful. Everything about him is insanely powerful. I didn't get to do his little stinger move, which is, you know, they showed off in the trailer, but I heard that was overpowered too. So I won 2 out of the 4 matches. I won with Snake, which I shouldn't have won. I did terrible in that match. And I won with Ridley. That was a sudden death between me and a Marth, and I'm pretty sure that the guy who was playing Marth knew what he was doing. He was very upset that Ridley won. He was like, this character's too OP, that's crazy. And I kind of agree with him, because I shouldn't have won. I think that's gonna get balanced out by the time the game comes out. Or maybe it'll just come out and Ridley will be way overpowered. But again, this is only about 30 out of the 60 plus characters that we're gonna get. So I'm sure we'll have other characters that'll contest against these. It's gonna be really hard to balance out this game. So of course there's gonna be little tiny issues that everybody's gonna have. Oh, this character is too crazy. But like for the most part, this is gonna be a very, very polished and refined game. 60 plus characters to balance out. That's crazy. I don't know how Melee fans are gonna like it. I feel like Melee fans are just they're one track minded. If it's not Melee, they don't like it, and they're not open to new things. To me, it feels a lot like Smash 4, but it's very, very fluid and fast and smooth. So it's definitely a lot better than Smash 4. I can say that with confidence. And we play with Pro controllers, and that's how I'm gonna play it when it comes out. I don't need a GameCube controller. I think we gotta let that go. It's not the best controller in the world. I'm sorry, Will. I didn't get to play with my guy, Captain Falcon. That's my guy. I'm not good at him, but that's my guy. They had Ganondorf, which the guy said played very differently than he used to in the past. I also had a hard time getting B-roll and footage there because they didn't let me bring my camera in which, you know what? There'll be a whole nother video about that. So if you want to know more about Smash Brothers, stay tuned to Wulff Den Live, which is every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which we have to figure out where the hell we're gonna get that uploaded this week because we are not home. But by then I will have played the 4 Glory mode also, so I'll have more to talk about then. I'm definitely stoked for this game. I'm more stoked. I was already stoked before. I am even more stoked now because it plays very well. The only thing that concerns me is that the Wii U version had a very noticeable input lag when you played online, which that blows my mind that a game that a developer would allow a game to have input lag when you're playing online. Because apparently it's a peer-to-peer connection. But like, so don't do that, add servers. What are you doing? By the time this game comes out, December 7th, we'll have Switch Online. Hopefully our money is going towards dedicated servers so that this type of stuff doesn't happen. Unfortunately, Mario Tennis Aces had a very noticeable input lag, possibly worse than Smash Bros. On the Wii U. So I don't have a lot of hope that the online is going to be very good for this game, which sucks, because that's how I'm going to be playing it most of the time. But if they can nail that down, then this is a contender for Game of the Year. If they can't nail that down, then I don't know what to tell you. But I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. I gotta edit this now so I can upload it because it's getting late in New York, where I usually upload these at 10 in the morning, and it's now 8 in the afternoon in New York time, so that I gotta go. Thank you guys for watching. Leave in the comments below. On Twitter, all this other social media garbage. What do you guys think? I did this backwards. This sucks. What do you guys think about the Smash Brothers reveal? Is there anything that you're disappointed that you're not seeing, or is there anything that you absolutely loved? Leave in the comments below. On Twitter. Yeah, I said that already. Will's gonna have a video on Spider-Man very soon. Make sure you subscribe to see that. And of course, the most important thing is that you can do subscribe and share this video with a friend, another friend who you play these Smash Brothers games with. Thank you guys very much. You have yourselves a very good week. I will see you later.